everyone, it's Anthony back with another video. Today I've actually got a product review for you all plus a little bonus unboxing at the end, so make sure to stick around for that. But yeah, I spent the weekend, I went camping and we went four-wheeling or off-roading, went on some hikes, hung out by the lake, all of that stuff. And even though I was very diligent about my sunscreen application, pretty much the second I got out of my tent in the morning, sunscreen, and then every 2 hours I had my alarm set. But even so, just with, I think my skin type or my skin tone, I tend to get a little bit of color regardless of how much sunscreen I put on because it doesn't block absolutely everything. So I might be a little bit more tan than I was last week, just because we were out there for nearly 3 days and I was exposed to the sun for at least 12, 14 hours a day. Just, whether it be in the truck or on the bike, which I did a little bit of, or just kind of hiking around. But, even with sun hats, all that stuff, it was a lot and we were all over the place. But anyway, I'm here to do my very first review of the Good Skin Days line. It is the in-house brand from Soko Glam that got launched just about 6 weeks ago, 5-6 weeks ago. I hit the 1 month mark with my very first product from that line, and that's the Good Skin Days Seize the Day Serum. So this is their vitamin C serum with 10% pure vitamin C and camu extract. So I just wanted to give an overview of the product, kind of talk about my results with it. I'll be doing a full brand review of the Good Skin Days line as soon as I get the other products into my routine. They have a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a toner that I have in my stash waiting to be used. So a little bit more about this particular product. It is, at least the way that it was explained to me, I got to join a Zoom call with Charlotte Cho, the founder of Soko Glam, and she was talking about this product. Is the other product that they had exclusively curated through Soko Glam, which was the Cosrx Triple C Lightning Liquid. That's being phased out, it's been discontinued. However, this product here was intended to be formulated to offer similar results, but kind of negate some of the maybe complaints or comments that people had made about the Triple C Lightning Liquid. Some of those are that it was kind of a fickle product, and that's the same with vitamin C. It's fairly unstable across the board, but it tended to oxidize fairly quickly. It needed to be kept ideally refrigerated to extend its kind of freshness, and it also had the tendency to kind of crystallize or develop little chunks in the actual pipette that comes with these kind of dropper style formats. So you'd get a little bit of clogging within that pipette. And I personally, I loved that product. I think I got to about 4 bottles with it before I started exploring some other vitamin C's, maybe 3 bottles of it. But it was my all-time favorite product of 2018. But I noticed a lot of those similar issues, some of the clogging, the crystallization that would start to form. It was just kind of a fickle product to utilize on a day-to-day basis super easily. You can just throw it in your closet or throw it on your vanity and call it good. There was some work involved. However, the Good Skin Days Seize the Day Vitamin Serum has a lower concentration of vitamin C. You're looking at 10%, but there's also some added benefits here as far as antioxidant power. So fighting free radicals, protecting your skin from from sun damage, not necessarily in regards to burning or tanning, but more to blocking the damaging effects of UV rays with antioxidants. So kind of a different means, essentially fighting those free radicals. So this also has the camu extract. You have licorice root extract in here, niacinamide. There's also ginseng berry extract, cocoa extract, and hibiscus flower extract. So a lot of antioxidants, some soothing ingredients, some hydrators here as well, niacinamide brightening and irritation reducing anti-inflammation kind of properties from niacinamide. So it's more of a robust ingredients list that kind of covers a few different things as opposed to just being like straight up hit of like vitamin C and that's it. So it has a very nice, lightweight, fluid texture, but it's not as fluid as something like the Cosrx Triple C Lightning Liquid or just like a complete water. So it does have like a little bit of weight to it. You see it doesn't completely drip off the hand immediately. So, which is really nice because if you're the type of person that holds the dropper, you don't want to touch your skin, but if you drop it kind of near your face, you have a few seconds to play with it before it's just like running down your face. I personally have found with these style products that I just like to drop it directly into the palm of my hand, kind of get a nice layer on the palm of my hand and just pat and massage it into my skin. I probably use more product than I should by doing that, but I just like the feeling of that better. It's a little bit less stressful, I guess. And I just feel like I get a little bit more of an even layer. So that's how I tend to do it. There is no essential oils or added fragrance or anything in this particular product from the Good Skin Days line. So there's no real scent. It just has like a nothing, maybe a little bit of a citrus scent, but honestly, there really isn't anything. And the other thing that I love about this that really sets it apart, or as far as just the initial applications and consistency, I'll do this again on this hand, is that you don't get any of the stickiness or tackiness that I sometimes saw with the Cosrx Triple C Lightning Liquid. I've seen it with other vitamin C's, is as it dries down, or it just doesn't, it'll either not absorb incredibly well, it'll sit on the surface of the skin, just depending on your skin's condition that day, or if it's just not melding well with other products. This just absorbs right in, and there's none of that like that sticky or tackiness. So if you're the type of person that really didn't like that stickiness from a vitamin C serum, this is so much more approachable, a lot easier to get along with. And yeah, I just prefer this kind of consistency. Of course, I always apply my other products. So I have toners, essence, serum, and moisturizer, and sunscreen that go all on top of my vitamin C because I do this just after cleansing. So by the time I have all those other products on, all those other textures, I don't really notice a tackiness or stickiness. But if you're particularly sensitive to that, then this is a good one to look at because you're gonna skip out on all of that. So those are some of the things that set it apart from other vitamin C serums, just from initial application and just first few uses. I would say that moving into kind of long-term or over time, I've been using this for just about a month now. It does provide a nice amount of brightening power, just overall brightening. It offers a little bit of skin tone evening or skin tone managing, so kind of lightening some of those darker areas and just kind of balancing everything, but that piece is a little bit more minimal. I've really looked to this just as kind of general brightening, illuminating effect over time. Because of that lower concentration of vitamin C, even though this is very well formulated, it still isn't that powerhouse vitamin C serum that the Cosrx Triple C Lightning Liquid was, which has been discontinued. So if you're looking for something to act as a spot treatment, specifically for like one particular spot of hyperpigmentation or one particular acne scar that's much deeper or darker looking than the rest of your skin, I don't think I would rely on this as like a spot treatment to really address that one issue. This has been more of just kind of general maintenance mode kind of brightening for a vitamin C. So not quite as intense, but once again, that could be a bonus if you're the type of person that's used something that's like 15-20% concentration of vitamin C and it's stingy and it's uncomfortable, or you found it drying, then something like this is a lot more approachable. And I think that's kind of the whole reason for the season when it comes to Good Skin Days, is the entire line, just at first glance from the other products, but especially this, seems more geared towards people that are kind of, experienced with skincare, but still aren't diving into those really high concentrations, want something a little bit more easy to absorb, easy to apply, kind of middle of the road, or even newbies that are hopping onto Soko Glam for maybe the first time and see this pop up as their in-house brand and want to give a vitamin C product a try. I could see this as being much more approachable than slapping a bunch of Cosrx Triple C Lightning liquid on your face and going, so, or not liking the fact that you have to keep it refrigerated. There's all these extra steps. So this is just a nice, middle of the road product, I'd say. The other thing that I wanted to mention is some alternatives. If you have been looking for a replacement for the Cosrx Triple C Lightning liquid and you were thinking about this as a direct replacement, I don't know if you should do that. I don't think that they're quite the same as far as strength, potency, and what you'll see out of them. I would check out the By Wish Trend Vitamin C 21.5% Advanced Serum. That is much more closely related to the Triple C Lightning liquid as far as potency, as far as formulation, and the benefits I saw from that. That's definitely, I use it all over, but it's something you could absolutely use as a spot treatment to take care of some specific intensely pigmented areas of like acne scars, those types of things. So I would look to that as an alternative for the Cosrx. But if you're looking just for a really nice general brightening, overall brightening, just kind of maintenance style vitamin C that isn't incredibly potent, isn't tacky, isn't something that you have to keep refrigerated. This is stabilized very well. I've had it in just this closet for almost a month open, and I haven't seen any sort of oxidation, no crystallization, nothing weird like that, or anything that would make you want to kind of maybe move on from that product or even throw it away. This has just maintained its potency and maintained its nice clear color the entire time. So if that is kind of more your mindset of you just need something kind of right in the middle, nice 10% vitamin C serum that's also very affordable compared to some other options, this is a very good one to try out. So yeah, that's that. My all-time favorite, I think I would still come back to this maybe if I was ordering from Soko Glam and I just needed to throw something in my basket to like make a promotion or make a points goal, or if they had something going on where I needed to add this is about $26. If I needed to add something, I would definitely look at this. However, my all-time favorite vitamin C is the Glow recipe. This is their Pineapple C Bright Serum. This serum includes ascorbic acid. It also has pineapple fruit extract. It also has lactic acid in it, so it gives a really slight exfoliating effect as well. I love this because not only does it provide a lot of the same benefits that this does, kind of that maintenance mode, general brightening, kind of all over brightening, but it has this initial hit of like just a glow. You get this instant like glow, a little bit of that K-beauty kind of sheen that I really, really love, kind of that dewy honey skin, glass skin kind of look. It really amps that up. So you get that initial almost cosmetic brightening, but then over time it starts to do the work with the exfoliation and the vitamin C as well. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get it from day one and continuing on as you use it. Plus it has that wonderful pineapple smell that I really, really like. It's just, I think this is like a complete package when it comes to what I'm looking for from a brightening serum. So yeah, this is still my absolute favorite. This is a pretty close second as far as this type of vitamin C. If I had a really particular dark like acne spot or like little area of hyperpigmentation, now that I don't have Cosrx Triple C Lightning Liquid, I'd probably go for the By Wish Trend as a spot treatment. That's the advanced serum. So these are good options for maintenance mode. By Wish Trend, good for intense kind of work that needs to be done, I guess. But keep in mind that this is nearly half the cost of this. So if you're looking at it from a price perspective, this is a much more affordable option to jump into. And once again, a reason why I think Good Skin Days in general is kind of a really good line, both price point and efficacy and approachability for the Soko Glam audience. So I love this. I'm loving what Charlotte Cho's doing with this line, and I can't wait to try out the other stuff that I have, as well as see what's next. So that's my review on the Good Skin Days Seize the Day Serum, Vitamin C Serum. So let's set that aside, and I want to go through this unboxing really quickly. It is a little package from Peach and Lily. And so Peach and Lily launched a new product last week that I didn't really know if I should pick up or not, but I'm just such a diehard right now for trying new releases. I'm avoiding going on sites like Joel's and YesStyle and just clicking on a bunch of stuff right now. I'm kind of just honing in and looking to try the stuff that's from like the big e-retailers on the US side for K-beauty. So Glow Recipe, Peach and Lily, Soko Glam, and just kind of honing in on those because I have so much in my stash from other brands like Nacific and Huangji So and lots of other K-beauty brands that I can just grab here and there. So I have those to fill out the majority of my routine. I can give you a sneak peek. There's a lot to pick from right now. So I have a lot filling out my routine already. So I've just kind of cut it down to just wait until there's a new launch from those like bigger e-retailers and use those as your like, look at my unboxings. So that's what I have here, and they do work their way up in line too because I know a lot of people are curious about these new launches, so I try to get to them as quickly as I can. But I just cracked this open, and of course a couple samples, two products that I really like, the Glass Skin Refining Serum and the Matcha Pudding Antioxidant Cream are both here. So I've used both of these products, reviewed both of them, really like both of them. So if you want some more information on these two particular products, head over to my blog. The link is in the description depending on where you're seeing this, and you can check out reviews for both of these. And then I also picked up the K-Beauty Rescue Balm. This is from Peach and Lily's in-house line. I did a review of this, I don't know how long ago it was, it might have been maybe 2 years ago, and I have to say that I rarely see people mention or talk about this balm. It's the K-Beauty Rescue Balm. I don't see it very much on social media. I don't see it very much on the Facebook groups I belong to or anything like that. No one really talks about this, and it is an incredible product. It is essentially K-Beauty's answer to like a Vaseline or like a petroleum jelly product or even like a Neosporin, but not at all like any of those. It's a fairly thick balm that feels like a petroleum jelly. However, it is based in, it's got linoleic acid in it, castor seed oil, sunflower seed oil. It's also got, green Coptis japonica root extract, which I believe is Japanese, gold thread, Centella asiatica, panthenol, turmeric root, ceramides. It's got eggplant fruit extract in it. It has all these like cooling ingredients in it. It's got moringa seed oil. It's got a lot of moisture locking, moisture retention, hydrating ingredients, ceramides, which are like the building blocks of your skin. So it's so incredibly effective at hydrating and locking in hydration. So if you have dry patches or you have like a particularly angry little blemish, it kind of helps to seal that, maybe keep bacteria from getting to it, whether that be from you touching it or whatever. But it almost acts as like a jelly form of an acne patch is kind of what it feels like to me. I've never seen any breakouts or clogged pores from this, but for the dry patches, especially if you're adjusting to retinol or tretinoin, this is so great as like a nice salve. If you have a burn, it works really well to kind of seal that and help to facilitate healing. It's also great on my elbows when my elbows are dry. It's great on my knees when my knees are dry. Like and it works good as a lip balm too, if you like ran out of your lip balm, or you could just use this as your lip balm. It's like the does it all, it does everything product, and I'm surprised that more people aren't raving about how good this is. And I think it's because it's not a traditional skincare step. It's not a cleanser, it's not a toner, it's not an essence. It's this weird balm that you grab in case of emergency. Like, this should be in your emergency skincare kit for sure. So I think I'm about 4 bottles into this because I use it a lot for various different things. And anytime I have a friend or family member that's complaining about cracked skin or dry cuticles or anything like that, I'm like, K-Beauty Rescue Balm, K-Beauty Rescue Balm, and I usually just give them the rest of mine or grab a new one out of my stash and I order another one because it's just that good. I think I've used so many skincare products, but I think this might be my most purchased item, which is so weird to say because it's such a niche thing you'd think. But yeah, keep this in your kitchen, keep one in your car, keep one bedside, because there's always going to be a moment where you're like, oh, I need my rescue balm. So awesome stuff. That was pretty much a second review, but I really like it and no one talks about it. So anyway, getting to the new product. So I picked up from Peach Slices. This is their Deep Blemish Micro Darts and their Dark Spot Micro Darts. So these are those micro darts or like needle patches that have been really, really popular these days. I know there's brands like Zitstica and a couple other ones that have something similar that uses these little micro needles to push the active ingredients or the featured ingredients deeper into the skin, whether that be to address dark spots, address acne. I know there's even ones for like fine lines and wrinkles that kind of go around the eye. But these were released through Peach Slices, which is Peach and Lily's sister brand, kind of their younger, more hip brand, but I find that the products are just more affordable and equally as effective. So you've got sodium hyaluronate in both of them, niacinamide in both of them. I won't go over everything, but I see tea tree leaf oil here, Centella asiatica, licorice root, willow bark extract, which is like a mild form of salicylic acid, actual salicylic acid. So yeah, these look pretty interesting. You just kind of peel one off and slap it on, and I believe you leave these on for 2 hours. I'm sorry, the micro darts will self-dissolve into skin within 2 hours. After 8 hours, remove by gently peeling. So basically overnight. Put this on at night, sleep with it on, remove it in the morning. So I think I've used one brand of these before, I don't even remember, and I had, I think, moderate success with them. So I'm curious to see how well these work. I'm gonna wait until I have a deep blemish or like one of those pimples that's just kind of like sitting underneath the skin and I can't get it to come up. I'm gonna wait until I have one of those to work these in. But as far as the dark spot ones, I have a couple dark spots. I have one here from as a previous blemish. So I think I might start with that one and see what this can help with. So that's that for those. And then the grand finale is the Peach and Lily Skin Shield Blurring Primer. This was the latest launch from Peach and Lily last week. So this was a very interesting product because I didn't know if it would necessarily be for me. It's said to be used as a primer, so it goes on before makeup, after sunscreen. So sunscreen, primer, makeup. This uses a patented blend of ingredients that they're calling Volusmooth, and essentially that is a plant-based form of silicones. So they tried to remove silicones from this formula. Not that silicones are guaranteed to be irritating or pore clogging. In fact, they've been shown to not really be that comedogenic or comedogenic at all. But Peach and Lily's focus has always been on if there's a potential risk, then they're going to try to remove it from their ingredients, especially for those that have particularly sensitive skin towards congestion, eczema, redness, irritation. So if they can find a way around it, they're going to. And it's not to say that the ingredient they're trying to avoid is bad. It's just if they have the opportunity to try something else, they're going to try it. So they use some plant-based ingredients here. There's mulberry leaf extract, bamboo stem extract, camu here as well. Strawberry leaf extract, serum, various forms of ceramides, panthenol, green tea leaf extract, eucalyptus extract, even more ceramides towards the bottom, shea butter here as well. So it's a very ceramide rich product, which you don't necessarily think of when you think of a primer, at least I don't. When I think of a primer, I think it's just all about silicones, all about just filling and blurring the pores, and that's that. They don't really take a look at like caring for the skin or supporting skin barrier health, and this kind of does that. It's almost like when I read the ingredients list and heard the marketing, it was like, this is almost like Glass Skin Refining Serum 2.0. You know, it takes a lot of what that product had and kind of amplifies it and moves it to later on in the routine. I'm sure that product, the Glass Skin Refining Serum, I have it in my stash, that's why I keep gesturing, obviously has some different benefits, but this kind of rang true as far as Peach and Lily's kind of, their kind of mission for their products. So this is supposed to offer a similar blurring, pore blurring, skin evening benefit as a silicone-based primer would, but without the silicones. It also has a lot of antioxidants in here, just like a vitamin C serum or another serum might, but once again, later on in your routine. So this isn't in place of sunscreen or instead of sunscreen. This is supposed to go right on top. And so I don't wear makeup, but they, according to Alicia Yoon, using this by itself will just give you that nice kind of poreless finish without having to apply makeup. So this is it right here, and I believe it's just a nice pump style bottle. So very interesting, not what I was expecting when Peach and Lily announced that they were going to be launching a new product. Not at all what I was thinking. I was thinking we would be finding ourselves with a cleansing balm or maybe an actual SPF. But yeah, a blurring primer, skin shield blurring primer, protect and smooth. So, and this is 30 milliliters, which is the typical size for a serum. So that's that. That's all I picked up, just a few things from Peach and Lily, but we'll end it there. I didn't want this to go super duper long, but let me know if you have any thoughts on the Skin Shield Blurring Primer, if you have gotten a chance to try it already, if you've used the K-Beauty Rescue Balm and you have thoughts on that product, if you've used either of the micro darts that are new releases from Peach Slices, or if you've been able to get your hands on the Good Skin Days Seize the Day serum and have been using it, let me know what you think, or if you have any questions about any of this stuff. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, stay glowing. Bye.